Hello Internet, I'm Craig, otherwise known as Craggy. I'm doing my first video here. It's not really a review as such. It's just a bit of a haul that I got over the last day or two, and there's one thing, one thing that I want to show off here, but I'll get into a couple of other things that I got first. I got them off TF Source. I shipped a load of stuff and then realised that there was a sale on, and panicked and looked and seen if any of the stuff that I'd already shipped was on sale, which it wasn't, but there was some other stuff that I seen that I definitely wanted to get. So I put those in my cart and went and had a look to see what else I could get to make it up to the $150 to get the cheap shipping. Cheap international shipping. If it's in America, you get $150 worth of stuff shipped for free, but it's not that case in the UK. So first thing I got, we'll do this guy first. Movie Human Alliance Backfire. Quite a cool little bot. He's not the best. I've got a lot of these guys, and he's certainly not the best. But he looks okay. He has a nice little head with pretty good light piping. Yeah, that's probably the best you're going to get without me putting a light through it. He comes with a little bloke. He's definitely not from Mask. You can't see him that well, but he's a decent little guy. Normal posability for these things. He has an Autobot logo on his shoulder, which is a nice little touch. This guy I think should be a Decepticon. He looks like one, and he changes into a gun. He might make a decent Browning actually, if you don't care about him turning into an actual gun. I'm not going to transform him, but I'm going to show you this. This is what the barrel of the gun is made out of, his legs, when he's a gun. Otherwise, he changes into a little three-wheeled ATV thing. Decent enough, no real hands, but he does have these clippy machine guns, which are pretty cool. They would go well with someone else, and the combined gun mode would probably look pretty decent with like a leader class Ironhide from the movie, or some kind of black repaint. It'd probably work with other toys, but that's what I think it would work with. I don't have any of those, and I don't care about movie leader Ironhide or movie Ironhide at all. But he has a heel thing that I've just noticed. Cool. Okay. Yeah, not the best, but he's okay. The other one I got from the Human Alliance, one that I got in package, but I busted him out of there pretty quick. Reverb, which changes into a hover cycle, and aside from being red, main reason I got him is he looks like Action Master Rad. He obviously, being an Action Master, never had any kind of alt mode, so I was like, when we get a new toy that gives an Action Master an alt mode, I'm still waiting on Rollout, the orange one, because I had him as a kid and he was really cool. This guy has a little blade that pops out. It doesn't pop out, but makes him look like Edward Scissorhands. And he has clippy nacelles. And he has a giant fan on his back in case it gets too hot. This guy is a repaint of the other guy, but he looks like Floyd Malloy from Mask. Definitely Mask. I'll get the package and show him off. There's his weapon mode, which is very strange, and there is his vehicle mode, which is still quite strange, but they're pretty cool. The transformation's really nice. The other thing I got, Movie Dropkick, who has a pretty decent robot mode. Not too chicken-legged. He has a face. It's less movie-ish than some. It doesn't look like a bug or a bit of scrunched up tinfoil. And chest's pretty cool with little windows, a Decepticon symbol. I really only got him for one reason, is because in alt mode he is a Decepticon symbol with a truck attached to it. He's flying the flag. Reminds me, with the face and the big giant Decepticon symbol, of maybe a DJD guy. I'm not sure if I'm going to use him as that. I'm just going to probably make up a character for him. Maybe even call him Dropkick. But yeah, he's going in with my classics as a generic Decepticon lackey. He might boss around some Viacons or something. Main thing that I got, this is why I bought a load of stuff, was this guy, and this guy. The TF Go Samurai team, and in addition to being sort of samurai-ish guys, he's got his two swords there. This guy has one giant sword, and the red guy has two ice cream cones, which he doesn't hold all that well, but which do stick on his back, look pretty decent like that. To be honest, I like him fine without them. Chunky bots. This guy, he looks like Big Red from the cartoon, not the cartoon, the comic, the first issue of the comic. There's a big red robot squashing a plane in the air, and as soon as I seen this guy, that's who he reminded me of. So I thought, if I get the chance, he's not too expensive, I'll get him. When he went on sale, that's when I picked him up, because TF Source had a pre-order listing for all three of them as a set, and then they cancelled it because the set got cancelled, and so I missed out a chance to get them all at once for cheap. When they went on sale, that was when I had to get them, because they combine. Each one can become a different part of the combiner, so each one can be the head, or the legs, or the bit in the middle. It's kind of nondescript, the bit in the middle, and the guy in the middle doesn't often really get an awful lot to do, but he makes up the numbers. You can combine some of them in duos like at Energon combiners, but for the most part it's meant to be three combiners. This guy's a plane. I don't like him that much in his colour scheme, although he's a really cool toy. He's also got a cheeky little face. He looks a bit smug. I think he kind of reminds me of Loki from Marvel and Avengers and so on. And also Bumblebee if he became a Seeker. Just yellow, not the best, but it's okay. Like I say, this guy, Big Red, he's a fire truck, and he's pretty damn cool. Big, beefy bruiser of an Autobot. Bulkhead, but in red. And this guy, as you've seen earlier, has lights and sounds now. All of them have really clicky leg joints because the legs transform. The legs make up the majority of the bots, so they form the arms and legs when they're in combined mode. Most of the little arms just fold away. But this guy says different things. And if he was transformed into vehicle mode when this was up, plays siren because he's a police car. And if I stick that back in and hold this down. He plays a nice little ditty. This is their combined theme. They dance and then they combine. So he does this until you slap on one of the headpieces. And each one has a different headpiece that comes with them for when they're the head. Each one plays a different sound. I would say tune, but it's a sound. He speaks words, and this guy should play if I'd done it right, he would have played the police car siren after it for a little bit, and the fire engine plays one as well. The plane guy just seems to do like a kaboom sort of sound. It might be meant to be his jet engines. It's not, but it might. It's what it's probably meant to be. I'm going to post pictures on my blog and a link to that, and a little written in-depth, more in-depth, slightly deep. It's not masses. Little in-depth review of each one, and I'll link all that below. So this has been my first video. Thanks for watching if you've made it this far, and hopefully I'll see you again.